Hello and welcome to Against All Odds on Tregung TV. We're giving you 6 games and 3 likely goal scorers. We gave you 8 games last weekend because Cristiano Ronaldo didn't turn up for Real Madrid against Las Palmas, and we're 100% of our games. We also like to say a big welcome to our viewers on Super Screen TV. I'm Deji. Kelechi is right here with me. Kelechi, we start off once again in England. There's Arsenal versus Southampton. Arsenal have been in some good form lately, at least in the league. We think that game should give us at least 2 goals.
If you go by the fact that Arsenal has seen at least 3 goals in their last 7 home games, the last, I think, 5 meetings between these two sides have also seen at least 2 goals. You'd want to say that a Southampton side who somehow have not found their fit this season.
They don't have a soul anymore.
Nothing about them. Lambert, I think he's not going to do anything.
Marcuse, you mean?
Sorry, Marcuse is not going to come in and save the day for them. I just feel sorry for the Southampton side. But all we need here is 2 goals from these two sides.
Yeah, 2 goals will do. Let's move on to Italy. Benevento are playing against a hurt Juventus side. Juventus, a lot of their legends, Pavel Nedved, Giorgio Chiellini, they've called on the team to come back to life. Well, we're expecting at least a Juventus win and 2 goals in that game. Juve away at Benevento.
Juve are hurting from that defeat against Real Madrid in the Champions League. I think they have to prove a point. The fact that also legends have come out to ask the players to react well in a game against the Benevento side, who's seated right at the bottom of the Serie A. I've seen a lot of goals in their last 10 games, at least 3 goals. So asking Juve to go on to win this one is not too much to ask.
Well, Kelechi, let's move on to Spain. Valencia are up against Espanyol. Valencia unbeaten in their last 8 home games in La Liga. We think they should at least avoid defeat. Valencia win or draw in that game.
I think unbeaten in their last 8 La Liga games, if I must say, in that one. Then for the Espanyol side, they've not won in their last 13 away games.
Wow.
So it looks like Valencia just are going to look at that one and say to themselves, we can't get the win over Espanyol.
Yeah, and they should avoid defeats, at least for us.
At least for us. The worst should be a draw in that game.
All right, then. Let's leave Spain and move on to the German Bundesliga. Augsburg versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are on fire at the moment. We think that game between both sides should have at least 3 goals. 6
of the last games involving this side have actually seen 3 goals. Bayern themselves love to score goals. I think with the kind of form that the likes of even Ribery is coming into, then Lewandowski scoring for fun, I do think that Bayern will go on to get the goals in this one.
Moving on to France, as Monaco against Nantes. Monaco have the 2nd best home record in the French League this season. They've won their last 4 home games as well against Nantes. We think shouldn't be such a difficult one for them, Monaco. 8
in their last 9. Monaco has gone on to win. For Nantes themselves, they don't have the best of records. In fact, it's hard for me to pick up a stat to favour Nantes. So I think I'll go for the Monaco win. I think Monaco will comfortably go on to win this one.
So our final game, Kelechi, is on the Dutch Eredivisie. Ajax up against Heracles. We think Ajax will win, and there will be at least 3 goals. It's a really bold call.
Maybe the win might be, and I love calling Heracles Hercules.
The win should be easy. Should be.
No, I think
considering Ajax home form so far this season.
No, but if you look at the goals, this is an Ajax side that have actually seen 3 goals in 18 of their last 20 games.
Home games.
Okay. So when you have that, scoring goals they score goals for fun at home. So I think
and they concede as well.
But now the question is, how will they go on to approach that game?
I'll tell you why the win is easy. Heracles have not won in 14 of the last 15 games.
So which means the call
away
is
from
easy.
home. Yeah.
If Ajax scores and then also they win anyhow, then I think we'll get our result.
Probably not as difficult as we thought at first. Let's move on to our goal scorer, starting off with Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez is up against Leganes for Barcelona.
Talking about Luis Suarez, who scored 5 in 5 in the league. I think against the Leganes side, he will fancy his chances, and for Barcelona, they will want to wrap that game up as quick as possible because of the 2nd leg of the Champions League. So it's going to be a good call, and I think Suarez can get the goals for us.
Our 2nd goal scorer, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he scored in his last 3 Premier League games for Arsenal. We think he should make it a 4th consecutive game with a goal. He's up against Southampton this time.
And I think that's why we went on to choose him again. You look at the opponent,
Southampton.
Their defense have not been there. Then Aubameyang seems to be the man who takes the penalty. I think maybe a penalty.
He gave it up for Lacazette.
I think a penalty will be there also. So I think for Lacazette, I'm sorry, for Aubameyang, he might get a goal in this one.
He's back, Harry Kane. The Hurricane up against Stoke City, Kelechi. He got 2 goals in this fixture, the reverse fixture. Oh well, it's probably not back to full fitness yet, but he's Harry Kane.
Hurricane comes with a hurricane, so I think he would carry a hurricane to that game, to the Britannia Stadium.
Don't doubt it. All right then, so those are our games. 6 games, 3 likely goal scorers, and we hope, just like last weekend, we're 100 over 100. Tell your friends to subscribe to Tregung TV and follow us on all our social media platforms as well. Well, that's it. We're telling you to have a good weekend. Cheers.